Structural organization, frog. Regarding controlling of body temperature, frogs are poikilothermous, or cold-blooded animals, or ectotherms. Regarding the controlling of body temperature, frogs are poikilothermous or cold-blooded animals or ectotherms. The protective coloration shown by frog is called mimicry, or camouflage, or cryptically colored, So the protective coloration shown by frog is called mimicry, camouflage, or cryptically colored. Frogs protect themselves from extreme high temperature by undergoing aestivation or summer sleep. So during peak time, right, the frogs undergo aestivation during summer and hibernation during winter. Next question. Frog never drinks water. These compensated by, yes, absorbing through skin. Frog never drinks water. It absorbs through skin. Next, frog eye is protected while it is in water by nictitating membrane. So when the frog is in the water, the eye is protected by means of nictitating membrane. Next, when compared to hind limbs, the forelimbs of frog is less muscular and has how many digits? And has 4 digits. And has 4 digits. And has 4 digits. Male frog can be distinguished from the female frog by the presence of, ocal sacs and dash on forelimbs. What are present on forelimbs? Copulatory pads are present, which is a dimorphic or sexually they are different. The male frog makes a sound called croaking sound, and it's called sexual call. And also they have copulatory pads on the 4 digit of forelimb, which helps in amplexus. The alimentary canal of frog is short because they are carnivores or herbivores? Carnivores. Since they are carnivores, their alimentary canal is short and hence the length of is reduced. Alimentary canal or intestine is reduced. So when organisms are carnivores, their length of intestine is reduced. When you see in ruminants, right? In ruminants, the length of intestine is little larger in size. Frog captures the food. Frog captures the food with the help of bilobed tongue. With the help of bilobed tongue. Partially digested food leaving the stomach is called. Partially digested food leaving the stomach is called, yes, chyme. Fats are dashed with the help of bile juice. Fats are dashed with the help of bile juice. Emulsified. Emulsified with the help of bile juice. So, you know, bile juice is produced from the liver, right? Name the juice which do not have any enzymes. That is bile juice. During hibernation and aestivation, frog respires through skin. Skin, which such type of respiration is called cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous respiration. Such type of respiration is called cutaneous respiration. Such type of respiration is called cutaneous respiration. Number of heart chambers in frog is, how many chambered heart is seen in the frog? Yes, 3 chambered heart. 3 chambered heart. 3 chambered heart, which is undivided ventricle. In water, frog respires through. In water, frog respires through. Yes. Only respiratory organ in water is aquatic mode of life, that is skin. Right? Respiration by cutaneous. Cutaneous respiration. The RBCs of frog differ from that of a mammal, being nucleated. Nucleated. Even the matured RBC also has what? Nucleated. In case of mammals, matured RBC is enucleated, right? Enucleated. But whereas matured RBCs of frog possess nucleus. In frog, dash helps in transportation of nutrients from intestine to liver. There is some connection, vascular connection between the liver and intestine. What do we call such kind of vascular connection? We call it as hepatic portal system. Hepatic portal system. So this system is going to help in transportation of nutrients from intestine to the liver. Dash and dash supplies blood to kidneys of frog. Dash and dash supplies blood to the kidneys. Dash. That is renal artery. Renal artery. Renal artery and renal portal vein. Renal portal vein supplies blood to the kidneys and as well to the renal artery and renal vein supplies blood to kidneys of frog. Dash receives major veins called vena cava located on the dorsal side of the heart of frog. It's a triangular structure. What do we call? Sinus venosus, which is a triangular structure. What do we call it as? Sinus venosus, which is triangular structure present on dorsal side of the heart. This is also important. Present on dorsal side of the heart. Frog's heart can beat for some time, even outside the body, because it is dash nature. Even outside the body also, it can beat for some time. Since the heart is myogenic heart. Myogenic heart. What is myogenic heart? Right? There is a specialized cardiac musculature which helps in the initiation of beating of heartbeat. Cloaca of female can expel, right? Cloaca of female can expel. What it can expel out? We know what are the three tracts that are open here? Urinary tract, digestive tract, and reproductive tract. So these three tracts are opened in the females into the cloaca. So through the digestive tract, what are going to be expelled? Feces. Feces, that is undigested waste. Then urine through the urinary tract. And ova through the genital duct. Through the genital duct. Urinary bladder is present dash to the rectum in the frog. Is it ventral or dorsal? Urinary bladder is present dash to the rectum in frog. That is ventral. Ventral to the rectum of frog. Excretory product wise, frog can be called as ureotelica. Ureotelica. Why it is called ureotelic? Since it excretes urea as a nitrogenous waste. Since it excretes urea as a nitrogenous waste. Number of cranial nerves in frog. How many cranial nerves are present in frog? Olfactory, optic, trigeminal, pathic. Right? So number of cranial nerves in frogs are 10 pairs. 10 pairs. Medulla oblongata passes out through the dash of the skull. There is a small opening is present. What do we call the opening as? Foramen magnum. Foramen magnum is a small opening. Through this opening, medulla oblongata passes out and it continues as spinal cord. Well-organized sensory structures in frog. Well-organized sensory structures in frog are dash and dash. Eyes, eyes and ears. Eyes and ears. Internal ears. Eyes and internal ears are well-developed sensory organs. In frog, the function of ear are dash and dash. What is the function of ear? Generally, we know that it helps in hearing. It helps in what? Hearing. It helps in hearing. Besides hearing, it also helps in balancing. Balancing. Even in human beings also, the ear is considered as statoacoustic organ. The ear is considered as statoacoustic organ. Stato means balancing. Acoustic means hearing. Therefore, ear helps in balancing and as well balancing. The path of flow of sperms. The path of flow of sperms. First, we know that testis. Testis opens into vasa efferentia. How many vasa efferentia are present? 12 vasa efferentia, which opens into vasa efferentia opens into kidneys. Kidneys opens into Bidder's canal. Bidder's canal opens into urinogenital duct. Urinogenital duct, which opens into cloaca. So this is a sequence of what? The path of flow of sperms. The double fold of peritoneum attaching to testis to kidneys is mesorchium or mesovarium. We call it as mesorchium. Then ovaries are attached by means of mesovarium. In males, frogs, Bidder's canal is located in. Where do you find Bidder's canal? Kidney. Right? So in frogs, Bidder's canal is associated with kidney. It is seen in male frog. Bidder's canal of frog carries. Does it carry urine or sperms? Sperms. Bidder's canal of frogs carry sperms. In frog, fertilization occurs in. Where do the fertilization takes place in the frog? Is it internal fertilization or external? It is external fertilization. External, which takes place in water. External fertilization, which takes place in water. The larva of frog is it aquatic or terrestrial? Yes, it is aquatic. What do we call it as? Tadpole. Tadpole larva. Tadpole larva. Right? What is the excretory substance of that? It is ammonia. The ability to change color to hide them from their enemies shown by frog is considered as same. What is that? mimicry, mimicry, or camouflage, or protective coloration. Vasa efferentia in frog opens into dash in the kidney. Vasa efferentia opens into where? Bidders canal. Bidders canal. Bidders canal of kidney. A membranous dash present on either side of eyes in frog to receive sound signals is, what do we call it as? Tympanum. We call it as tympanum. Tympanum, a membranous structure, a membranous structure present on either side of eyes in frog receives sound signals is tympanum.